Welcome back to Studio Chatter. Opening a personal care service in 2019, then having to weather the storms of 2020 could not be easy. Let's welcome Shea Nielsen with Revival Aesthetics and Wellness to our table.
Hi, Shea.
Hi, guys.
So you're homegrown Spanish Fork.
I am.
You graduated from Spanish Fork High School.
I did.
What year, if you don't mind us asking?
Oh, you go right to the...
Yes, it's interesting.
Dive right
I
in
love
there.
Spanish Fork.
2002 is my graduating class. I graduated a year early and went down to Snow College.
Okay.
And so what is your education? What is your medical
So I am
background?
a nurse practitioner. I spent 10 years as a nurse, registered nurse, mostly working in surgery. And then I finished my MP about 6 years ago and worked with a neurosurgeon for the last 6 years. Oh, wow. And then decided to start my own practice.
And why? Like,
yes.
What drove you
And
to
why
start your-
2020?
Yeah. So I...
We have a fly.
I am
Just never mind us shooing it around.
I am a mother of 3. My oldest is 17, and then 15 and 6. And I was working 70 hours a week plus, and there were a lot of days that went by that I wasn't seeing my children. And I started doing the aesthetic stuff on the side and realized that I really enjoyed the connection with other women. And I was just drawn to it. I felt like this speaks more to my ethics and values and what I want and to pass down to my kids.
I really love that. So what is your business and where is it located?
So it's Revival Aesthetics and Wellness. It's here in Spanish Fork. Right now we're just leasing some space. It's on 8th North, 826 North, 100 East.
Okay.
Give us a little monument or something that's close by that we would know.
Aspen Dermatology.
Okay,
So everybody
perfect.
knows where Aspen is.
Yep.
We're just across the street from there.
Perfect. I do know where that is.
So what are your go-tos there? What do you offer?
What do we offer? So I personally do Botox and fillers, facial fillers, facial rejuvenation. So as we age, our faces start to fall off a little bit and we get wrinkles and finally
You're talking to a table
and
A table full of wrinkles.
Very specific age group, right?
I mean, I have a
Not
daughter that's
us.
17 years old, and it's the Botox. That's why it doesn't look like I should have a child that age. So.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So what are some maybe fears of people getting Botox?
That you'll look funny, like
Okay.
Jack Nicholson or something,
Okay.
which you can have a spocked eyebrow. That happens. I probably just the way you're going to look, so reassurance, and people don't want duck lips. We don't do duck lips. We like to do a natural look and not a frozen face, so less is more.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're not the only one there.
No, I'm not. So I have 2 estheticians that work with me as well. They specialize in facials, diamond glow facial. We do vampire facials. We also have a laser hair removal machine as well as a cool sculpting machine.
Okay, explain that, the vampire.
The vampire facial is micro needling, and then I draw your blood. We spin it down and take the plasma out of your blood, which it's your own blood, so pretty low risk there. And it has healing properties in it. And then we put it back over your face.
I've
and
heard of
microneedle.
this.
Yeah, I have too, so I wanted it to be explained. I want to try all of them. I'm not afraid. Okay,
Oh, I am afraid.
I'm telling this to the audience. I did get some Botox, and I've done it before on my forehead, and there was, the first time I think it's kind of scary, like my eyebrows felt a little funny, but my lip this last time did a little piercing.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit nervous, but it then came back to, is that quite normal for like one side of the lip to do a little something funny, or?
It can happen.
Okay.
Yeah, it can happen. The great part about Botox is if you don't like it, it wears off in 3 to 4 months.
It was fine with the mask wearing time, right? I just kept the mask on a little bit longer.
Yeah, aesthetics is actually really busy because of the masks. They call it the Zoom boom, because people they're looking at themselves in the mirror or in the camera a lot more because they're doing meetings, or they're just wearing a mask, and so this is all you see.
And now we're like acne and wrinkles, and we need some help. Yep.
But the advantage of you owning the practice is that there's a nurse on staff all of the time, right? So you're able to do the injections, and some other practices or businesses rather don't have that available all the time.
Correct. So a med spa has to have a physician or a nurse practitioner on staff while they're open.
So that's readily available all day, every day.
Okay, and tell me educate us a little bit about fillers and Botox and how they're different and what they should be used for.
So Botox is for wrinkles. It can be used for pain, for TMJ, and for migraines, and that wears off in about 3 or 4 months, so continued injections. Filler is for lips, cheeks, for more of a structure thing, and that lasts about 9 months to a year depending on the product that's used.
And how long did you say Botox lasts?
About 3 to 4 months.
Okay. I heard that the more often you do it, the longer it stays. Is that true?
Yeah, and have better results with it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
What are some of your other passions, Shea?
Oh, well, a few other things that we offer, actually,
Yes.
I'm going to talk about.
Okay.
We do hormone replacement therapy with pellets. We also have a wellness coach that does fitness and nutrition coaching.
Oh.
So it's kind of all-encompassing of, it's not just about the outward appearance for us. It's a lot about, we want people to have a really good experience when they're at our spa, as well as leave with their soul smiling. Like, it's all about the interpersonal connections we make. That I'm on the board for the Lifetime Healing Foundation, the trauma services. I am a survivor of domestic abuse, and the founder of the program, she's a birth mom. There's not a lot of support for moms after they give birth. So she started this foundation, which is near and dear to my heart, and we're just starting out the domestic abuse part of that. And so I really feel strongly about the connections I make with my patients that come in through the doors. I don't feel like they're going to sit in my chair. I joke that Jenny does my lashes, and it's therapy for me. Just like going to get your hair done, you get to sit down and make that connection with somebody, which is so important.
That's amazing. I love that you share that story, and it's so personal.
Thank you.
But it also helps you connect with other women.
It's part of my story. Yeah.
Wow. So what it's the
Lifetime Healing Foundation.
Okay.
So they're on Instagram, and so is Revival.
and
they're
it's here
local,
like Spanish Fork local, or
they're Utah County.
Okay.
Right now, they're out filming a story about the one of the women from the Marshall Islands that was promised all these things when she came here and gave one of her baby up for adoption. They were supposed to bring her children out and never did, and so the foundation did some fundraising so that we could bring the kids here. So right now they're filming that.
All that kind of stuff.
Reuniting
Wow. So
them. So
heartbreaking.
It is so heartbreaking,
is
but
hard.
very rewarding to
Yes.
be able to be a part
Yes.
of that as
Yes.
well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think we're ready to sign up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, speaking of that, are there any promotions or any offers or anything that maybe going on during the summer that we
Yes.
should be sure to check out?
Absolutely. So the Diamond Glow Facial, if you come and book that, you can get one of our sunscreens for 50% off.
Okay.
Also, if you mention that you saw us on Studio Chatter, we would give 20% off any of the services.
All right.
pretty awesome.
You better
Yeah.
go book yours,
Yeah.
right?
Well, thank you for joining us, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome.
Thank
Okay,
you.
very good. Coming up next on Studio Chatter, do you know the history of women in our military? We'll talk about that next.